You're among the first generation of Los Angeles hip-hop graffiti writers.
Right.
And I guess we can say that 83 is maybe the starting point for Los Angeles.
When they started, other people started getting into it and stuff like that. But when I came out here, I was already writing graffiti. So if I left my father's house, and I was bad then, but if I left my father's house and now I'm just with my mother, you think I'm not gonna be racking up, stealing and doing what I gotta do? I'm gonna do it more easier, because I don't have nobody, after me, you know what I mean?
So you can say you was writing in 82 here in LA.
Yeah, I was. As soon as come on, man. I was stealing paint from Zodi's, Thrifty's, Sears. Builders Emporium wasn't even built yet. They didn't even have that yet. It wasn't no buzz. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't there. And I would get my paint from like Zodi's, just in that Midtown area. But then when I started going up towards, Hollywood and all that, I started finding other racks and, the Fairfax area. Anywhere they sold paint, I racked out of.
So when did you're known for always being with Legit,
right?
But you met Legit a little bit after, right? How'd you meet Legit?
Legit went to school with my brother. He went to LA High. So my brother said, "There's this dude from New York, man. Check him out. He might be cool for you." Because my brother was on the basketball team. I don't think he hung out too much with the hip hop crowd. You know what I'm saying? So he hung out with his friends. But anyway, he introduced me to Legit. He was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? But Legit is really from LA. But he's, Legit, man. He's a character, man. He ain't gonna never tell you what's right with the truth.
Well, it seemed it's not just Legit. There were so many people that were claiming New York.
That was the theme, man. And another theme they had was, it was the breakdance. I breakdance to stay away from gangs. You know what I'm saying? So the gang, and then, come on, man. And then a lot of breakdancers became graffiti writers. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. But that was the thing. That was definitely what they was talking about, that I do this, and I'm from New York. They used to say I'm from back east. I didn't even know what that was. I used to, back east, what's that? Because I was always there. I never had to go back east, you know what I'm saying? So it was always New York or something like that. It wasn't back east. You from back east? I never heard that term before.
Now, why do you think around 84, 85, there were so many people claiming they were from New York and they really weren't?
Because the hip hop was booming. They wanted to be a part of something. You know what I mean? The hip hop was catching on, and that was the place you had to be from. If it was from Chicago, they'd have been, I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's where the scene was at, I didn't really care where nobody was from. It wasn't my thing, you know what I'm saying? New York, wherever. Because like I said, I hung out with all LA people anyway. You know what I'm saying? All the people I hung out with was from LA. And New York, I had my New York crew though, but we all hung together though,
So then you initially was hanging tight with Trini, but then it's Soon and Legit.
Right.
What changed? What happened where you guys became like that?
Trini, I think he was from the east side, and I think he might have moved, back to the east side somewhere. I lost touch with Trini, but yeah, Trini was my main man. That was my dude right there. If you see this, Trini, I'm looking for you.
I want to go through a few names from that period. I think you knew most of these dudes.
Go ahead.
Zodiac, he was writing around what, 84, 83, 84?
Yeah.
84?
Yeah. I met him around that time, yeah. Zodiac, I just got in contact with Zodiac. He on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I met Zodiac in Hollywood.
That's where I met him, at Hollywood. And a matter of fact, he got me in to draw for some, there's a Canon picture, Rappin' was out. That movie Rappin', I guess with Ice-T. And he had, I went up to the Canon pictures, I drew a little, sketch of a B-boy, a city scene, and they said, we ain't gonna use it, but they stole the idea and let their people draw it. You know what I mean? And then we went back up there. When I seen him again in Hollywood, he said, yeah, they stole your stuff. Let's go back up there. We went up there, they cut us a check, man. A little $500. I took it.
J. Cool, he used to hang out with you guys too. Plus, he was from that same Midtown area.
Yeah.
How'd you link up with J. Cool?
Through Legit. Basically, everybody threw was Jet.
And was he from New York or Chicago?
Yeah, he was from the Bronx.
Okay.
From the Bronx. Yeah, he's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Fade is his cousin.
Okay.
The graffiti writer Fade from TNT. Yeah. What I consider writing is anybody can get a can of spray paint and write their name. I'm talking about you get a specific name, you go rack some paint, and that's your mission is to get up. Then you have the writing mentality. You know what I'm saying? You're not just you getting a can from your grandfather's garage don't make you no writer. You know what I'm saying? If you drawing in your coloring book, you're not no writer. If you drawing in black books, you still ain't no writer. You know, writers get paint, get on the wall, and go out and take risks and get up. Yeah. And that's a writer. You could do graffiti, but you ain't no writer. That's what I say about Graph One. He could do graffiti, but he ain't no writer. Because he only got 2 pieces in the whole city. You know what I'm saying? One at the Radiotron and one at the Belmont. That don't make you no writer, man. You just did 2 pieces, man. You know what I mean? You was a writer for a breakdancing group, Shake City Rockers. That's what you writing. It's like you got, like I said, I started in my building, tagging on the wall. I ain't no real writer tagging on the wall. I'm a Co-op City writer. When you get on a train, then people recognize you as a writer. You know what I'm saying? But if you tagging in buildings, ain't nobody gonna call you. You're a writer, but you ain't nobody though.
Levels to writing.
Yeah, it is.
And of course, you reached the pinnacle of writing because you were doing multicolor burners during a very early time in LA history. Right. And we're gonna go through a couple of those right now. I don't know even how I got this one, but let me hand it to you. Do you remember doing that piece? That has to be like 84, 85.
I think I do, but I know when I saw it, I was so happy to see it. I know I recognized it when I saw it though, but it's definitely me.
But some of these are so old, it's hard to remember.
Because you got to mind that, see, people got me mixed up. They think I just did Pan Pacific, man. I was bombing everywhere. I did pieces everywhere. When I do a piece, if I don't get a picture of it, I'll probably forget about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be stuck in my head like that, but I definitely did that. And people bit that style too, man.
Yeah, it's definitely, I have here 1985 on the back, Pueblo housing projects, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. That would be on the east side. Now, this was
I've been on the east side. I did pieces on the east side. Legit did a piece, and them. We went over there with Crime and Risco, God bless the dead. We did a piece on the east side, and we used to tag from east to west. You know what I'm saying? We was on missions. We was on missions.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.